Hello, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new around here, hi, I'm Jess and I'm a cruelty-free YouTuber, and as you can tell by the title of this video, I am doing a full face of Makeup Revolution product. I currently look like an egg head with hair, so I'm going to jump right on into this so I'm not looking like an egg so much. To keep the video short and sweet, I have already gone in and done this brow off camera, but I went into the brow pomade in the shade medium brown, and it's just simply very simple. It does come with a small ass brush, but I didn't use the brush, I used my own brushes because yeah. And this product is so smooth and easy to work with. A little bit goes a very long way, which I found out with doing my brow off camera, that you don't need a lot of the product. That's pretty much all I need, and now I can just like buff it in and like blend it and stuff. Otherwise you're just going to looking like you've got like Sharpie brows or something, and nobody want to look like they've got Sharpie eyebrows. Like, that's not a cute look, period. So the brows are done. The pomade is actually really easy to use, like I said, but now I'm going to go in to cut my brows and actually prime my lid for the eyeshadow. And for that I don't use a primer or anything like that, I use a concealer. I've always preferred using concealer to carve out my brows and to prime my lid. So for that I'm going to go into the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer in the shade C0.5. This is slightly lighter than the foundation that I'm going to use, but yeah, I'm just going to stick this all over my eyeball. Yes. And just using a flat concealer brush, I'm just going to apply that all over my lid, and like I said, to carve my brows out. Now that my eyeballs are prepped, primed, and my brows are now carved out, now for the eyeshadow. And today I'm going to go into the Revolution Reloaded Division palette. I am clearly going for like the autumnal winter shades, even though it's like a week before Valentine's, but we don't care about that. So to start off, I'm going to go into this shade right here first, this like khaki green shade. I'm going to stick it all over my lid. As you can see, these are very pigmented, which I love, especially for a palette that was only £4 or £5. Love that. Now I'm going to pick up this purpley plum shade, and I'm just going to buff that khaki green out. I'm just going back and forth with circular motions just to buff that khaki and that purpley shade out. So now we're looking like raccoons or like badgers or something out here. I'm now going to further smoke that purple shade out with these two peachy nude shades. I think they would just be a really nice little soft, subtle shades. So keep on blending. Just again going back and forth with circular motions, picking up a very small amount of product because, like I said, these are very, very pigmented. So a little bit does go a very long way, so you do have to be really careful with how much product you are picking up. But next I'm going to do my primer, and for that I'm using the I Love Revolution Strawberry Whipped Pore Blurring Primer with vitamin C and E. For some reason have an issue saying pore blurring in the same sentence. I get tongue tied. So I'm just going to take a little, she says. Do a bit of a without a mirror challenge because I put a little bit too much on. I'm just going to use the warmth of my fingers to blend it out. Now I tend to keep my pore blurring primers closer to the centre of my face because that's where I have the biggest pores. So I want them filled up and covering up and smoothed out the most. But because I've actually put a little bit too much on, I'm just going to take the primer all over my face. So my face is now perfectly primed to the gods. Time for foundation. This is the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation in the shade F1. It comes with a a doe foot applicator, which I love. Then taking a damp beauty blender, I'm just going to pounce that product into my skin. What I like to do is use a brush to keep the coverage of the foundation, but then I like to go in with a damp beauty blender to kind of soften it up, to make it look more natural too, because sometimes with me, I can use a brush with my foundation and it looks cakey, and I feel like using a damp beauty blender afterwards just kind of makes it look less cakey, more natural, softer. Yeah. Go back into the same concealer that I used for my eyelids. I'm just going to conceal and highlight my face. Time to set the face, and for that I'm going to go into the I Love Revolution Coconut Scented Baking Powder. Look how cute this packaging is. Super cute. And it does come with a powder puff, but I actually prefer to use a brush to set my under eyes, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pour some... I am kind of running out, won't lie, because I love this powder so much. I'm just taking the Real Techniques powder brush. I'm just going to stick that under my eyes and down the side of my nose just to set everything. Going back to the eyeballs, I'm going to go into the khaki shade, I'm going to go into the beige shade, and I'm just going to stick that underneath my lower lash line. Next, I'm going to go into this metallic green shade. I'm just going to stick that in the inner corner, and I'm going to stick this metallic frosty white shade on my brow bone. Next is eyeliner. This is the Liner Revolution felt liner. I prefer felt liners because they're easier to use, and I'm just going to do a cat eye, my classic wing liner. So one eyeball done, and I'm not impressed. We'll have to say this dries out really quickly, so probably best to stay away from this liner. But I'm just going to do this eye off camera, and I'm going to stick my lashes off camera, and the lashes that I'll be using, these are my favourite lashes for life now. I think I'm happy with that. These are the Wispy lashes, number 7 Fantasy Lash. These are a natural wispy effect. These are £3. So affordable and so cute. So I'm going to do liner and lashes, and I'll be right back. I'm back with lashes. These are my favourite lashes, like I said. They are just so wispy and fluffy, and they're like £3. Bargain. But to finish the eye look off is obviously mascara. So for mascara, I'm going to use the Mascara Revolution. It's just this gold one. That's literally all it's called. I don't know if it's waterproof or not, but it's a big ass wand, so hopefully I don't get mascara all over my face. Pray for me. Okay, so the mascara distributes a lot of products, so this is good for like your upper lashes but not your lower lashes. I had to go in with like a spoolie just to kind of like separate my lower lashes a little bit because they were clumpy and really bad looking. But really good mascara all the same. It's really dark. Just don't use it for your lower lashes. So moving on is to contour, because we need some like definition and dimension to this egghead of mine. And for that, I'm going to go into this palette right here. This is the Strong So Contour palette. You get 3 contour shades and a highlighting shade, but we'll be using the highlight shade today because we've got different highlighters to use. So I'm going to go into these two. I'm going to dip into these 2 shades because I feel like they're not cool tone for someone as pale as me. We'll dip into it and we'll see what happens. Okay, so these are a little bit warmer than I would like. I prefer a cooler contour and then go over with a warmer bronzer, but these are actually quite warm in colour, so for someone fair like me, that was the air freshener going off, thanks. For someone who's as fair as me, these would be okay if you don't go over with a bronzer, or if you just use like a little bit, but really you need something cooler. But they're really pigmented and they're easy to blend out, they're really pretty, so you could use them as a eyeshadow if you really wanted to, because we love multi-use products on this channel. So next, to warm the face up a bit more, is bronzer, and for that I'm going to go into this little guy. And this is just a bronzer kiss, that's what it's called. It's got a little mirror on the back, and it just easily amused, clearly. And I'm just going to warm the rest of my face up. This is a matte bronzer, so if you are someone who prefers like the shimmery bronzers, this isn't for you. But I just feel like sometimes a shimmery bronzer for me just makes me look greasy at times, so I tend to stay away from shimmery bronzers, but don't get me wrong, I do like a shimmery bronzer at the same time. Next is blush. Now, I am becoming somewhat of a blush girl, and this is becoming one of my favourites, I won't lie. This is the Blusher Reloaded in the shade Pink Lady. It's such a beautiful, vibrant pink shade. I'm just going to stick it all over my cheeks, 80s style, and a little bit on my nose. It looks good, trust me. These blushes are so beautiful, they're so pigmented. There's like a purple, like a lilac purple shade, we've got some pink shades, we've got some peaches, we've got some red shades, and they are so beautiful. So beautiful. But they are very pigmented, so a little bit does go a very long way. And to complement my pink blush is obviously a rose gold pinky highlight. This is the highlighter Reloaded in Make an Impact. I love rose gold. Anything rose gold I am a sucker for. So this will work perfectly with the blush. And also, if you know me, I'm just going to drown myself in highlighter. I mean, come on, when your highlighters this popping, you would too. So, to finish the look off is obviously lipstick. And for lipstick, I'm going to go into this lipstick right here. This is the matte lipstick in the shade Teddy with a rose gold compartment. This is a bullet lipstick and it's so beautiful. I have used this a few times and it's lush. Absolutely lush. Next we're going to go into the same lipstick but in the shade Frost, which is slightly lighter. It's more of a baby pink nude. I'm just going to stick that to the centre portion just for a little bit of an ombre. And to finish the lips off, this is the Pout Bomb Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade Candy, which is like a beautiful nudie pink. It's very similar to the Frost shade that we just put on, and I'm just going to stick this to the centre of my lips. And with the lip gloss on, this look is completed. Everything that I've used in this video is Makeup Revolution, and it is all listed down below for you guys. If you want to see more one-branded makeup tutorials, then let me know down below and what brands you would like to see, providing they are cruelty-free, because if it's MAC or L'Oreal, I won't be touching them, period. My PayPal is also linked down below if you would like to donate to the channel. Everything in my PayPal will go straight back into my channel. Hand on heart, scouts on and all that. But yeah, if you did like this video, then click thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe. I'm here most Tuesdays. My scheduling has changed from last year, but I'm still uploading on a Tuesday. Yeah, hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one.